Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here, and yeah, I am finally back after like 16 days or something, not making a video. Yeah, I've just been like really, been like busy with school and stuff. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for the past couple of weeks I've just been like wrapped up in schoolwork, and so yeah, I've just been focusing on that and not really making any videos. But yeah, I'm finally back after like over 2 weeks of not making a video. Alright, so yeah, alright, so yeah, Here I am going to review a WWE live event that I went to last night. Yeah, it was just like a simple house show that was here live last night in Arizona. So yeah, I'm just here to do a live review of that. Alright, so yeah, overall, this this house show, I actually really did enjoy this. Yeah, I mean, this was my very first ever house show for WWE I've ever been to. Yeah, everything else I've just been to televised events like Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views like I made. Hey, and I told you every single wrestling event I went to before in that video I made last year, but yeah, this was my very first just house show I've been doing, so yeah, and I really did enjoy this a lot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I actually had really good seats for this. I think this is probably the closest I've ever sat to the ring. Yeah, this will show you my view. I don't know how well you can see this, but yeah, this was my view of the show last night right there. Yeah, you can see it was pretty close to the ring, so yeah. So yeah, this was a pretty good. Really did enjoy this live a lot. Alright, so yeah. Let me just start talking about the matches now. The first match was a match for the Intercontinental Championship. Big E Langston defending against Ryback. Mm, this was, I say this was alright live, yeah. I mean, obviously there were a bunch of Goldberg chants at Ryback, yeah. I joined in the chants, yeah. And Ryback, of course, responded to them, yeah. And yeah, like I said, this was all right live. Yeah, I mean, from where I was sitting, I mean, I could hear all of the impact of all the blows from both Big E Langston and Ryback. Yeah, Big E Langston was like throwing Ryback into all four corners of the ring. Yeah, and it just kind of went back and forth. There were some near falls there. Yeah, and yeah, Big E Langston in the end won the match and retained the championship. So yeah, that was all right live. Yeah, and also on this show, kind of just felt like the card was just like zooming through real quickly. So, yeah, there was that, but yeah, there were still enjoyable matches. Alright, anyway, moving on. Next up was Tamina Snuka and Summer Rae versus the Bella Twins. And yeah, the Bella Twins are obviously from here in Arizona, so yeah, they got a big pop from the crowd, yeah. And Nikki Bella was legal for the first like several minutes in the match, and the crowd started chanting "We love Nikki" and stuff. Yeah, yeah, and then Bray finally got tagged in, and yeah, it was obviously a hot tag. Yeah, and then I think Nikki went outside with I think it was Summer Rae, and Tamina Snuka missed a splash on Bray, and then yeah, in the end, Bray pinned Tamina Snuka, and the Bella Twins won. And yeah, they got a good ovation from the crowd. So yeah, that was it was just fine live. Yeah, yeah, that was all right too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was really great. Hey, how the Bullet Twins got the tremendous ovation from the crowd last night. So yeah. Then next up was Tag Team Championship triple threat match. The New Age Outlaws defending against the Usos and the Real Americans, Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro. So yeah. This was all right too. Yeah. Yeah, this was pretty decent. Yeah, I mean, for most of the match, the New Age Outlaws were just on the ring apron, and the Usos and the Real Americans were facing each other for the majority of this match. Yeah, there were a lot of Uso chants. Hands right here. Yeah, I mean, the crowd just was chanting, "Let's go Usos" throughout a whole lot of the match. Yeah, and yeah, like I said, it was mostly the Usos and the Real Americans going against each other in the match. Yeah. And the Real Americans did a lot of double team moves in this match, yeah. Then the Usos then made a comeback. Heck yeah. Yeah, and then the Usos like cleared the ring of both the Real Americans and then the New Age Outlaws. Yeah. And then while one of the Usos, and I think I forgot if it was Jack Swagger or Antonio Cesaro. I think it was Antonio Cesaro. Yeah, they were over in the New Age Outlaws corner, and Billy E Gunn tagged in. I think like he got a self tag in from the Usos in the match. I don't know whether it was Jimmy or Jay. Yeah, he tagged him, and then yeah, the Uso, whichever Uso it was hit a finisher onto Antonio Cesaro, and then Billy Gunn threw the Uso out of the ring and just pinned Antonio Cesaro. So yeah, classic DX heel move right there. Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty enjoyable live. Yeah. And then next up was Kofi Kingston versus Fandango. Yeah, and we had the option of what to vote for what this would be. It would either be a dance off or a match. I wanted it to be a dance off, but it turns out this ended up being a match. Yeah, the match won 51% to 49%. Yeah, people were able to text vote this one. Yeah, and yeah, this really didn't last very long. I think this only lasted about 2 minutes, if that. Yeah, and Kofi Kingston just won really quickly. So yeah, nah. Yeah, I mean, it was good to see Kofi Kingston. I really liked seeing Kofi Kingston in live, but yeah, this match, it was just kind of there because of how short it was. So, yeah. Then next up was a six-man tag. Christian, Sheamus, and Daniel Bryan versus The Shield. Yeah, and there was a huge pop for Daniel Bryan. I mean, yeah, there were just a bunch of yes chants, including myself. Yeah, I mean, I remember I said at the Royal Rumble that I did the yes chants, but yeah, there wasn't really like a lot of people doing them. It was just kind of like scattered. Well, it seemed like everyone in the crowd last night was actually doing the yes chants, like everyone's been doing recently. So yeah, I thought this was pretty good right here. I say this was probably one of the better matches on the show last night. Yeah, yeah, I thought all six guys were in enough. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Roman Reigns was like legal for most of this majority of this match for the Shield. Yeah. Yeah, at one point, Roman Reigns actually did the was attempting the three amigos. Yeah, and I just felt that that was kind of disrespectful to Eddie Guerrero. Yeah. And then when he went for the third suplex on, I think it was Christian. Yeah, Christian then countered it. Yeah. Yeah, Christian was legal for quite a majority of this match. Yeah, and the Shield was just trying to make sure that he didn't get tagged. Yeah, and I could actually see from where I was sitting that every time Roman Reigns got hit, there was just like a bunch of water or whatever it was coming from his hair. Yeah. And then, yeah, at one point Sheamus was just like on the floor and I couldn't see him and I wondered where he went. Then when I saw him like getting up, I could see his head. So yeah, I saw he was just on the floor in the corner of that team, yeah. Team, yeah. And then, yeah, I think then, like, I think Daniel Bryan eventually got tagged in, and then, yeah, the crowd went nuts when Daniel Bryan came in, yeah. Then I think he got the yes lock on. I think it was Seth Rollins. And then, yeah, the Shield broke it up. Broke it up. I think Dean Ambrose broke it up. And then Sheamus gave him a brogue kick, and then Roman Reigns came in and gave him a spear. Here, and then Christian gave Roman Reigns the kill switch. And then and Seth Rollins went after Christian, and then Daniel Bryan then got Seth Rollins and then rolled him up and pinned him. And yeah, Sheamus, Daniel Bryan, and Christian won the match. So yeah, that was pretty good. And then yeah, there were more yes chants. Yeah, and then Sheamus and Christian left, but Daniel Bryan stayed. And then Kane came out and started talking to Daniel Bryan. He was saying that he wanted an apology from Daniel Bryan for attacking him this past Monday on Raw. And then Daniel Bryan just attacked Kane, and yeah, there were more yes chants. Yeah. So yeah, that was really awesome. Yeah, seeing Daniel Bryan was probably my favorite thing about the show last night. Yeah. And then the show went to intermission, and then when it came back, the next match was Dolph Ziggler versus Bray Wyatt. I didn't like this at all. Yeah, I mean, I just really don't like Bray Wyatt or the Wyatt family. Yeah, and yeah, I just really was not interested in this at all. Oh yeah, and plus this really was just kind of boring for me. Yeah. Yeah. At one point, Dolph Ziggler was gonna like dive onto Bray Wyatt, but then he just dove to the outside to the other members of the Wyatt family. I don't know what their names are. I know they aren't their last names aren't Wyatt, but I don't remember what their names are. Period. Yeah. Yeah. Plus, they just caught Dolph Ziggler and put him back into the ring. Yeah. And in the end, Bray Wyatt won. So yeah, I just really didn't care for this at all, really. Then next up was Alberto Del Rio versus Batista. So yeah, it was nice seeing Batista last night. He didn't really get like a really big ovation from the crowd. Yeah, I mean the people behind me were actually cheering for Alberto Del Rio. Yeah, and yeah, in this match, Alberto Del Rio was just kind of being the coward he is. He was just like just walking around the ring on the outside. Yeah, he actually jumped over the rail and he was actually coming towards my direction. And then, but yeah, he did come back and he was just still walking around the ring. Yeah, and yeah, Alberto Del Rio was just targeting like Batista's arm in the match. Yeah. Then when Batista started getting the upper hand, he got a spine buster on Alberto Del Rio. Hell yeah. And then he did his rope shaking, yeah. And then Alberto Del Rio tried to leave, but then Batista brought him back. Yeah, and then eventually Alberto Del Rio grabbed a chair and nailed Batista with it, and so yeah, Alberto Del Rio was disqualified. But then yeah, afterwards Batista attacked Alberto Del Rio some more and then gave him the Batista bomb. And yeah, Batista was then, after he was announced the winner by disqualification, he was just like celebrating with the crowd for a couple minutes. So yeah, it was alright. I actually did enjoy it up until the DQ. Yeah, but yeah, I guess this is just something to continue building up to their match at Elimination Chamber next Sunday. So yeah. So yeah, I guess I can see why they had a DQ finish with Alberto Del Rio. Yeah. So yeah, but still, I enjoyed this. And then we got the main event, which was a steel cage match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Randy Orton defending against John Cena. When John Cena came out, I was booing so freaking loudly. I was just yelling boo so loud, really. And I was actually lost my voice from yelling so much at John Cena, booing him. Yeah. And yeah, this was actually the first steel cage match I've ever seen live. Yeah, but the steel cage really was not that. Didn't really look that tall at all, really. And yeah. Before the bell rang, Randy Orton attacked John Cena. Yeah, both guys were throwing each other into the cage quite a few times in the match. Yeah, there was a lot of attempts, mostly from Randy Orton, to try to climb over the cage. At one point, John Cena was trying to climb out of the cage, and Randy Orton tried to go through the door, and John Cena stopped Randy Orton before he could get out. Yeah. Yeah, and God, I almost had a freaking heart attack back when John Cena got a FU out of nowhere on Randy Orton. He almost pinned him, but he didn't. Yeah, I just almost had a heart attack back right there. Yeah. And then Randy Orton almost got out of the cage by climbing over the top, and then John Cena stopped him. Randy Orton got his legs over and almost his entire body over, but yeah, John Cena pulled him back in and tried to go for an FU, I think, onto Randy Orton, but then Randy Orton countered it or something, yeah. Then in the end, Randy Orton shoved the referee into John Cena, then gave John Cena a low blow, and then that allowed Randy Orton to crawl through the door and escape the cage and win. So yeah, I was happy that Randy Orton won on the match. So yeah, I guess it was good, but just not really like anything great. Yeah, but yeah, I will admit, I have seen better cage matches. Yeah. So yeah, then Randy Orton got on the mic. He was saying he was gonna retain at the Elimination Chamber and then at WrestleMania. But then, of course, John Cena, he has to have this idiotic moment, being dominant. As Randy Orton was coming out of the cage, John Cena was going to go through the door. John Cena then climbed over the top and slammed the door into Randy Orton. And then Randy Orton then went out of the cage. And yeah, John Cena, of course, freaking embraces with the crowd. Oh my god. But yeah, it didn't really matter to me. I was still happy that he lost. So yeah. And yeah, that's how the show ended. So yeah, did enjoy this live. Yeah, like I really had a great time live. And yeah, I really think that the WWE should come here for live events more often. Yeah, I mean this was just the first untelevised house show that I've been to. So yeah, I'd really like to go to some more of these. So yeah, hopefully they'll come here again sometime and for a house show. Sorry. So yeah, of that's my live review of the WWE house show that I attended last night here in Arizona. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.